Hello there folks, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, a place where I discuss different topics about spirituality and deeper introspection, and from time to time I present different series of games video games that I play. Usually this is all about League of Legends. From time to time Genshin Impact, though it's been quite a long time since I made a video in Heroes of the Storm, which I ain't played in a long time. This is gonna be a long game in which me and my friends, let's say kind of enjoyed this game, and more this is a highlight of Zoe, a character which I kind of like, though I'm still far away from learning how to properly use the character. In this game the character Zoe is played by a friend who, let's say mains her, and the game is against one of her greater mains, namely Yasuo, who just has to place his shield and, easily counter her.
A summoner has reconnected.
Now, the AD carry is someone who, is a random person. We don't know Jinx, but, we didn't have problem. We didn't have that much problem with her, other than having a habit to kind of um, overextend at times, play a bit aggressively. So I placed a ward in red for the jungler and headed towards the lane. Both junglers started in blue. I got the message from Brand that he's not gonna let me live my life very easily, and so I stood there waiting for the carry. In the meantime, we had a Nasus on top, which was important to prevent from farming, since you kind of don't want Nasus to farm too much. But however, they seem to underestimate Malphite, and there's a reason why I usually play passive with Nasus. I don't enjoy playing aggressive with him, at least early on when I don't have too many stacks. So therefore I don't have much of a source of damage. And of course, when my Q has kind of a bigger cooldown compared to later on when you end up with 2 or 3 seconds. Here I managed to save my carry. In the meantime, Zoe handles her lane. On mid, I'm actually curious, how much cooldown does he have? 3.5 seconds, okay. And apparently, Nasus gains a kill. Let's see how the things are. He didn't come with any item, he just took Doran's shield. And Unfortunately, the Q range, well, ain't easy to hit before you have your ultimates. It does have a limited range though. Though I said my friend mains Zoe, I never said any one of us is perfect with their champions, so of course, small mistakes there always will be. In the meantime, Brand is a bit fooled by uh, Wukong's illusion. We lose Jinx here because, well, I had to stay back and make sure that we don't have um, any problem. And I don't die. Fortunately, I am saved by Jinx. I don't know if Elise would have been tempted by a tower dive. Now, Wukong is also killed. I managed to take a kill, though it wasn't intended, and well, we all lose Jinx again. A good point was that Jinx didn't flame us. She just played her best, and well, there was a period when I kind of left bot lane in order to help the team on other lanes, and she kind of remained alone. The wasn't much of a point. Jinx would play kind of aggressive, that's the point, and well, she would play aggressive without me. And see that Nasus has cast his ultimate in here. And now that it finishes, Malphite takes his time. Good point is Nasus is out of mana right now. And the kill is claimed, fortunately. Malphite claims a kill on Nasus. I think this is my favorite skin on brand. It looks, I would say, kind of the best. So I keep healing Jinx, although she kind of keeps taking damage. And Brand, like any other aggressive support, is looking for wards. And the kill is taken on Nasus. And a kill is gained on Yasuo as well. Meanwhile, the bot lane is severely pushed. Well, severely, not necessarily that much. And, well, the carry is back. So I took my backwards position, preferring to be a bit more defensive, letting the other person tank, since 3 seconds cooldown on my heal are much more manageable than 5.5 at the beginning.
Start journey.
Here I managed to heal my carry sufficiently that she gains a double kill. And we kind of establish a dominance. Malphite engages Nasus here as well. However, he's reluctant to preserve the engagement. Malphite's also capable to escape, fortunately. And now help is on the way. I'm also getting close. I managed to save my ally. Here my ally chose to stay on the lane, so that's why I gave him some extra heal. Meanwhile, the AD carry has gone a bit aggressive on the enemy and has gone 1 against 2. I kind of realized that it was a bit problematic to leave Jinx behind, but well, we were having some progress in the other side. I had enough gold, I think. Yes, I took Moonstone Renewal, which is an item I really love on Soraka. I tried to save Jinx, but well, she got stunned.
Turret plating will soon fall.
So apparently it has 30 seconds now, no longer 24. Unfortunately, Wukong goes a bit greedy and, well, he pays the price. We were a bit too behind. Well, Zoe manages to serve Yasuo a dose of balance. Thanks to her passive, Jinx manages to escape. And it served as well a dose of balance. Meanwhile, in top lane, Malphite sends Nasus rock bottom. Alright. Alright. On bottom lane, Jinx remains alone, pushing the lane as she could, slowly and surely. At least she got some farm. Now the situation ain't necessarily bad, we kind of had twice the amount of kills, but that doesn't mean too much. Fortunately, Jinx gets taken down again by Brand. Unfortunately, that was an extraordinary thing that she didn't become toxic, she just handled her own place. Meanwhile, Nasus top farms. That is taken into account again by Malphite. Now in this game, Malphite chose a awkward build to try. A Kraken Slayer, Malphite, and I think Hail of Blades. Sometimes you might end up with all sorts of builds, especially when you end up accidentally with the wrong runes on you. And well, apparently they seem to work well against Nasus. Now bottom lane, Jinx keep pushing. Wasn't necessarily bad. The turret falls on bot lane. Now it also falls on mid. And Jinx gets shot down. Meanwhile, Zoe claims another kill, which isn't a bad thing. Nasus keeps improving his stats. And the team slowly start regrouping. Oh, Brand manages to dodge death. So now with the Drake uh, out of hand, the point is the team is free to push. And Yasuo's wall eats Zoe's Q and mine as well. Fortunately, no casualties happened.
Nice try.
Okay. It was a use of Everfrost. I always forget the name of that skill. Now with the team we get some
Stars
kills.
hear me.
And here Wukong manages to escape. And claims a kill. Is claimed as a kill by Brand. Well, I get killed in there, but at least and Elise manages to escape. And Zoe finds another counter in Samira's spin, which also blocks the Q again. Meanwhile, Nasus farmed some extra stacks, 351. And Itus Deletus, the definition of balance. But, well, considering Zoe was a bit fed and, well, Hextech Alternator, well, not too much AP though, but at least, well, Zoe hits hard at base if she hits the full combo. And Immortal Shield Bow saves her. If... Well, that was a failed flash over there. Okay, Immortal Shield Bow, yes. Usually this helps carries a lot of times. That was a saving stun, even if it was intended or not. So we prepare for the Drake.
Live.
I didn't manage to self Malphite in there. Oh, so only 20 seconds, okay, not much of a problem though.
Face the wind!
At least I managed to keep Jinx alive. And thanks to a lot of attack speed, she regenerates the HP quite fast. Immortal Shield Bow with Runan's Hurricane and also Phantom Dancer are a good combo. The problem was Nasus. He's been farming his stacks and we've been kind of ignoring him. Fortunately, his allies didn't allow him to farm that much.
Yes, more magic!
The enemies are somewhat low HP. Thankfully, Everfrost goes through Yasuo's shield. And Zoe manages a triple kill in here. I don't know if that stun on me was intended or accidental, but it was a good stun, at least as of me. Meanwhile, Malphite saves himself with his ultimate. So meanwhile I rush towards him. And well, I cast my ultimate on him. This was one of those situations in which, you know, someone better call an ambulance. I managed to ult for him and then he turned the tides. Oh, no, it was that situation, but not for me. So, yes, that was a good point. I managed to turn the situation over. Jinx was caught alone there, which again wasn't the best thing.
Face the wind!
Even without Jinx, we do regroup. Here I managed to save. Wait, I'm actually curious about something. Had Ignite and Grievous Wounds. I don't know if those actually stack, but I'm actually curious about that point. Heal would deal 279. Okay, so it's 123, yes. So only the greater one is taken into account. In that case, ignite. I only once met someone who took grievous wounds as the first item, since they had me against them, so that was what I can say a good option. Could say a good play. We got a bit ballsy in here for an extended period of time, and we kind of needed to go back. At least I managed to go back successfully. Meanwhile, my ultimates didn't manage to save Malphite there, but at least we secured the Drake. As for the items, as one can see, Frozen Heart, okay. Apparently Brand was the only one who would do very well. I managed a very, well, let's say a great flash over this wall. Here I respond with the ultimate a bit too late. I was focusing on Jinx, then I saw my ally in there.
Please, I didn't die of boredom.
And of course we all flex in here because, well, why not? Now, even with, you know, all these kill advantages we had, the situation wasn't still good. The problem was Nasus kind of never joined them, and, well, my predictions got right. So meanwhile the minions were taking their time coming, and half an eternity later they actually did. So you managed to push this turret. And this was the moment when I told my team, well, hopefully Nasus doesn't join their team, and, well, that's kind of what happened. And, well, we got picked. And it's moments like these when, you know, even if you have 1,000 kills over your opponents due to the great, well, they're still not that big, the cooldowns when you die. The point is, this can still cost you quite a lot. Either a Drake or some towers. Fortunately our lanes weren't pushed, so this minor drawback wasn't much of a problem. So the enemies managed to bring down the mid turret.
Never look back.
Now of course with my help Jinx can actually do far more. She's already capable of taking almost any one of those one-on-one, but, you know, which can only withstand for a certain while. Oh, another Hextech rocket built, okay. Meanwhile, their inhibitor is brought down. This should actually bring us a lot more advantage. Now this was an annoying moment for me because I got picked down and, well, the team was kind of too busy pushing the lanes, but, well, not much of a problem. The situation ain't that dire though. Big minions are coming, so they will be preventing them from pushing too much. Meanwhile, a Drake is making its appearance felt. So I chose Michael's Blessing to save Jinx or anyone else from Nasus's slow, or Elise's stun in certain cases. And Brand is also taken out of the game. Meanwhile, I come back and the whole team is fresh. Jinx and Malphite also prepare to come back. The big dragon has arrived and, well, the area is worded accordingly. And we seize each and every opportunity. We're not interested that much in wasting time. However, Nasus keeps pushing top lane. Still, the point is we don't push correctly and we are kind of giving a lot more kills than we should. Now that turret is also claimed, however we have little to no chance and, well, we kind of have to withdraw. Apparently Nasus was bent on, bringing down the whole base. He got himself a bit tanky. With 700 stacks he would deal quite some damage. And, well, I couldn't save Jinx. Was way too far away. So I put a word at the Baron. I don't know if Brand actually noticed that. I think he actually had Detector. Red Trinket.
Stars hear me.
Yes, he had the lens. Thanks to my ultimate I managed to save myself, as we were becoming a bit more defensive. I told my team to not push that much. At least the team pulled Brand out. while Wukong was trying a backdoor. The inhibitor spawned back at the exact time to prevent that. Fortunately, we managed to bring Nasus down. And 4v5, I silenced Yasuo to prevent him from casting any further skills. So we went for a quick Baron. And the builds for now: Heliandry, Zonia, Riley for slow, and of course Morlonomicon for extra slow. So as an item I also purchased, well, I don't know exactly what I got, but I just needed some HP. So we bring down their inhibitor and, well, claim the game.
Improve your skills.
And we claim the game. I would say an interesting set of plays and several mistakes for anyone to see. All this being said, hopefully you've enjoyed. Keep up the good work, keep practicing, because practice makes better. You are appreciated. Take care. Ferenjan Board signing out.